can't focus on schoolwork. I might be just focusing on what I'm thinking right now and what I'm worried about and tell the world. I'm gonna link this video that I watched. That's why it got me so angry at first. Share that link. All I need to do is just share that link and you will make a better impact. I don't know how much impact I will make, but at least I did something. I'm trying to study for my exam for bio, and it's on the 28th, and today is 26th evening already, so I have less than 2 days to study for the exam. And I don't know anything about that class because I didn't go to that class. I have no idea why I'm taking bio. I'm a psych student. Why I am taking bio classes? Actually, now I can understand why people drop out from college. College just make you taking the classes that doesn't make sense. But I'm really not in the mood for studying. There's so much things going on today. Today is 26. I mean, January is not even ended yet. And there's so much thing going on. And I just want to reset the 2020. Seriously, the things about Kobe, the things about the viruses in China, and just everything. I just feel really sad and angry. Just angry. There's nothing I can do. This is my cycle week, and I know probably I'm being too dramatic, or maybe we overreact. I mean, I rather that we are overreacting then we pretend nothing's happening. I really rather that everybody feels like we're gonna die today, or we're gonna or this is so much worse than we expected, than just people try to cover up or pretend everything's fine, because everything is not fine. There's something wrong with humanity, something wrong with people. Okay, I'm off topic right now because I'm just really angry. I'm really angry. I kind of just opened this guy's video that he's from Wuhan, and he is in Wuhan right now, and he's wearing the mask, and he was saying that there's a lockdown in the city, and the gas station is kind of stopped working. So if you have a car, you don't have a gas for the car, and you cannot go anywhere. There's no response from police or ambulance. In America we call 911, but in China we call 120. But if you call 120, there's no one answering because it's locked down. It's just really sad. I just really want you to understand how seriously or how bad it is, because we're talking about human. We're talking about people's life. It's not something that we can just kind of wake up on the second day and forget it all, because it's nothing like that. Because if we're not taking this seriously, it will be happening again. The things about SARS that in 2003, we've been through that. We should have learned our lessons, but we didn't, obviously. And the worst thing is people are going around the country. No, not just country, people are going around the world. I understand that some people, they just think that it might be a flu, or some people, they just really want to get out from that city before it's locking down. Or I understand it's just basic humanity. I understand that, but I just really wish that the government or something to try to uncover the story before it's too late, or they believed in the government, but look at what they've done to them. The reason I am majoring in psychology is really I want to find out why people do what they do. I thought in this internet world, or with all this media, or all of this resources, we could have been smarter than we were, because I believe that this thing is not just going to happen within China alone. There are other things and other tragedies happened in other countries as well. The countries, they don't want to make panic, or they don't want people to feel panic, or they're trying to control economy or people like that. Because I watch a bunch of movies. Hopefully that's how political people think. They're thinking everything for a country. I understand that. But country is based on people. The country is based on people's life. And each one of us really matters. This might be the worst lesson that people need from this point of time. This is just a warning. Now it's a virus, probably another day it might be something about global warming. People need to take actions, and people need to take things seriously. And I believe people do things for greater good, or people are selfish, or people do some things from lockdown or to covering up. There might be some point that they want to do it for greater good, to trying to not make it so dramatic or letting people overreacting, or if they trying to tell the truth at first, or if there's someone brave enough to say no, it probably wouldn't end up like this. I know I'm not supposed to think any of this during my midterm week, but I just really angry and really sad. I'm really thinking that what is the point for me going to school, or what's the point of me taking psychology if my goal is to understand why people do what they do? And what if all I know is just I understand how they think, but I cannot change how they think? It's scaring me. Anything the school teaches us is really trying to change the world, or trying to change the things that we want to see to change. Isn't it that we're trying to be the change that we want to change in the world? What if people are just not ready for the change yet? I'm not saying that humanity is hopeless, but I'm just really worried about I will be hopeless despite the truth, things that are going on right now, from past, people are talking about green powers, people are talking about people are talking about green energies, or global warming. Then we always think that it's not going to happen, or people are just being too dramatic, or people being so overreacting. What if one day it's too late? Then we don't have time to regret. All we have time is to solve the consequences and to deal with the consequences. One thing that we're not clear on is how bad the consequences will be, how far we can take the consequences. It's just really sad that if one day that we have to face something that we cannot control, because especially right now, this virus, it's not under control. We don't even know what was the source of this virus and how we can deal with it. Or people in the world can use their knowledge to influence each other. But I'm just really afraid that that day is never going to come. People are still going to be selfish, and people still going to think for greater good, and there's nothing we can do. That's just make me so angry. The things happening to this far, there's no one can blame. This tragic is too big to just push everything into one department or one person. Right now, I am speaking English. I really want to use the language that people can understand to kind of tell the world that how we think. I understand that not everyone can speak Chinese or everyone can speak English, but at least there might be some impact. I'm really glad that there are people still being doctors, and people are still being at the front line of this tragic in China. People are still taking responsibilities, that are taking care of the people who got sick. They're taking care of this. They didn't sign up for this. They didn't sign up for a deadly virus. And people, this is January 20. The things happened on 24 and 25th. That is Chinese Lunar New Year. That's the new year for all Chinese people. It's supposed to be the day that we celebrate a new year. But that day, what did the people do? They were dealing with the consequences that left over from the last year. That just really pissed me off. And I really hope that I am just being too dramatic, because then that will just make me crazy, and I can deal with it. If I'm safe, or if my family are safe, am I just going to pretend that the world is safe? The reason I'm making this video is really because I'm so lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to think about. I know I can focus on school. That's why I'm making this video, to talk to you, to talk to myself. I just really want to confirm that I am a kind person, and there are many other kind person, and I want to believe the majority of people are kind. We are kind, and we are able to save the world. This is too dramatic, people. But standing from where I am, we don't need a country to be a free country, but at least it needs to be caring, or it need to take things serious if they really care about their people. I'm gonna link this video that I watched. That's why it got me so angry at first. I will have a link for this, and hopefully more people, hopefully it can get more exposure and have more information about what's really happening in the other side of the world. And we take it as a warning, and we take it as something that we all are suffering as a humanity, and just learn from this lesson and pray for that courage, man, and pray for China, Wuhan, and pray for all the people that got this virus, that we can pull through this. As he said in the video, you don't need to pay. All you need to do is just really sharing the video and sharing this mindset, putting more exposure on this and putting more influence, impact on this, and letting the Chinese government understand how bad this can be. It's not something they can cover up anymore. It's not, the exposure is too big, the impact is too much that not even the government can cover it up. I think that's what's going to really to change, because what they need to understand is that we are not fool. The people in Wuhan, people in China, they're not stupid. People, the younger generations, that they believe the freedom and they believe that they are not dumb and they are not brainwashed, and they understand that what the government trying to do, and they are not dumb. So all we need to do is really sharing this video and sharing the impact, and make these things as, you know, make this thing as a warning for every country, because it happened on 2003. It happened about SARS, and it's happening again. If we're not doing anything right now, it will be happening again, and next time it might be worse, and next time it might be something that we cannot control. That's all I want to say, because I cannot focus, because I was thinking if I can't focus on schoolwork, I might be just focusing on what I'm thinking right now and what I'm worried about, and tell the world. I don't want to regret that I didn't say something, or things got better, or I just watched that man's video and I just ignore it. Share that link, all I need to do is just share that link, and you will make a better impact. I don't know how much impact I will make, but at least I did something, or I am a normal people to make a difference that we're supposed to make. This is a really heavy topic, and this is really heavy. I feel like there's a stone kind of on my chest, that I can't express anything. I can't be truly happy. I can't be happy about that I just feel like I'm lucky that I am not in China right now. But again, I'm guilty that I am not in China, making this video to at least uncover the truth, at least to letting more people to understand what's really going on. Because it's more than a virus. It's more than a virus. Not to shame on China, or not letting them to take it as a lesson. And we are people, and we are supposed to have a safe life, and we're supposed to feel safe. Because right now, I don't even feel safe in San Diego. I don't even feel safe. I'm not saying that the China is like a worst evil country, or it's evil. It's not like that. It's just people are so blurred about the truth, and people are not even searching for the truth. And that's why the government can do whatever they want, because they feel like people are dumb. That man said it like they're powerless, so there's nothing they can do. But isn't that how the world changed? People are brave enough to say their own point of view, and people are brave enough to say their concern. That's why it solved and saved and prevented the things that shouldn't be happening. If you are watching this video, and if you can, click on that link, listen to him, and cherish his video, really. So please help Wuhan. 天佑武汉，天佑中华。